Going with your first thought is believing in yourself. Once you realize this, anything is possible. All right? Going with your first thought is believing in yourself. If you understand what I mean, congratulations. If you don't, let me explain that to you and tell you why. Believing in yourself, right? Most people doubt themselves after they get a good idea or a good thought pops into their head. They think about it, they may even see themselves doing it, and they may feel really great about it. 10 seconds later, however many moments later, they may feel differently, because what comes into play if you have an undeveloped, unstrategically planned mind? Or what's going to come up is those seeds that you've already sown previously. You can have a good idea, you can have a nice thought pop into your head where you see yourself having different, being different, doing different, living different, having a different experience in life. But moments later, reality sets back in. Moments later, thoughts will appear back into your mind that could possibly be counterproductive or go against what you were just thinking. A few seconds ago, you were on top of the world, thinking this, thinking that. Now reality has set in. You got a reality check. First, you were paying yourself with affirmations. There's multiple checks, unfortunately. You may have written a check that you couldn't cash, and I hope you did. Don't go cash that check. All right, you're gonna have to cash a reality check, but you can check that reality check one more time, and with your mind, you can make it whatever you want. Yes, you pretty much are playing pretend when it comes to how you think about yourself, how you feel about yourself, and what you see for yourself. You're either playing pretend or you're making pretend. And whatever you think, that's what you're going to get. That's what I'm driving home here. Whatever you think is what you're going to get. If you think that things aren't going to work out for you, and that's the track you keep replaying in your mind, that's what you're going to get. Most people spend their entire day anxious, worried, not knowing how things are going to go. Whatever you expect is what you get. That's why people who are successful, people who believe, people who have some type of faith, people who have a developed mind, people who are ahead in life, people who are where you watching this video want to be in life, people will tell you you have to expect the best. It sounds like a crock of BS, considering what you may be going through, considering your situation, your circumstances. It may sound like BS. What do you mean? Expect the best. Only thing I have to expect to wake up to and look up to is what I've already been previously experiencing, or what I may be going through right now. Don't feed me that crock of bull. Talking about some expect the best. You go expect the best. Your life is already good. You're already where I want to be. You're already living the dream. You're already having the life everybody would want. What do you mean expect the best? If you expect the worst, that's what you're going to get. If you're dealing with the worst circumstance, somewhere in your mind, you've expected that. You've already expected the worst. If things haven't changed and they've remained the same, you have to change your brain. If things haven't changed and things have remained the same, you must change your brain. You must change your thinking patterns. You must change the thoughts you're thinking, so that way you can have something different. All right? And if you want something different, you have to do something different. And it all boils down to a thought. If you want something different, you have to do something different, and it all boils down to your thinking. People will worry themselves out and stress themselves out about what's going to happen. The only thing you're going to get is what you think and see about yourself and what you feel about yourself. That's all you're going to get. That's all that life is. That's all that your life, your thoughts, your vibration, your energy is just made up of. People's energy is bad because their thoughts are bad. Most people, due to unwanted programs, think negative thoughts and have a track replaying in their brain that they either don't want, that's not theirs, that was put by somebody else, or it's the same old song, and you have to bring a new song. You have to create a new song. You have to create a new soundtrack for your mind. You literally go throughout your day and be cognizant and aware of some of the thoughts that are replaying in your mind throughout your day. This is I'm not saying anything profound here. I'm not saying anything mind-blowing here. It'll blow your mind once you realize how bad you've been to yourself. But once you realize that it's so easy to change and fix, and all I have to do is something different, it's an easy fix. Yes, so you can do something even when it comes down to your thoughts. You can do something even when it comes down to how you feel inside. You're not governed by those feelings, all right? In the beginning of the book of Joshua, it says, choose you this day. Choose you this day whom you will serve. Who are you serving? Are you serving some negative thoughts up here in your mind? Are you serving the same soundtrack that you've been playing to your life for a whole decade or more? I can't do this, I can't do that, it'll never work out for me. Even the cold part about it is, even if you try, right? You could try your hardest, you could try to your heart's content. If you don't have it, to whom who has but has not, it will be taken away. All right? If you have something but you don't have it in your mind, why do you think you're always losing things? Why do you think you're always at the bottom? Why do you think you're not on top, living it up with everybody else? It's not rocket science. It's not that people are better than you. It's not that they're narcissistic, covert, gang stalking groups are able to succeed and the Masonic Freemasons are making it so you can't. In some cases, yes. You know, they may have an eye on you. They may not give you a promotion. They may block you from opening a door. But guess what? They're not going to stop you from being able to get up every day and get yourself together and stand in front of that door and get as far as you can on your own without their approval or their assistance or their backing. So it's pretty much like this. If things aren't working out for you, that's because you're thinking thoughts that coincide with that. Somewhere in your subconscious mind or your conscious mind, you don't see things working out the same way other people see things working out for them. Other people aren't smarter than you, maybe. They're not better than you, maybe. All right, but when it boils down to it, nobody's smarter than you when it comes to just this basic stuff. Nobody's better than you when it comes to just this basic stuff. And not saying like they may not be better or smarter, but it's just that it's not that they're better or smarter, and that's the reason why they may be able to be somewhere where you aren't on a basic level. All right, if somebody's a Harvard graduate and they're a brain surgeon and they're in the operating room, yes, they're somewhere where you aren't because their expertise may be different than yours. But when it comes down to just the basic necessities of life, of being able to just have the basic necessities of life, you're able to do that. You can provide for yourself. You can come out of a situation and have a better experience in this thing called life. You can. You may be replaying the same negative thoughts in your mind that may be preventing you from getting to where you want to be. If you want to be a doctor, but somewhere in your brain you're telling yourself you can't because somebody else told you can't and you believe them, or maybe you told yourself you can't and you believe you. Oh, this is too great for me. This is just for those people who grow up over there and who live like that and who have this type of life and who have both this and all that, and we're able to do this and receive that and go. That's just for them. No, it's not just for them. It's for, things are out there for whoever wants them. Things are out there for whoever's going to decide and take it. All right, things in life are for the taking. You're either going to be taken and tooken, or you're gonna do the taking and be like, I took that. For me, for myself, I took that, saw that out there. I wanted it for myself. I decided I was going to have that. I decided I was going to be that. I decided I was going to do that, and I did it. All right. Think differently. It's work. All right. It's work. You have to work your mind. It's work. If you have a negative mind, you've developed a negative mindset, you have a lot of negative thoughts that are holding you back, that are causing you strife, that are stripping the good things out of your life. You have to strip the good things back into your life. All right. By stripping the things out of your mind that you don't want in your mind, that you don't want to think, that you don't want in your life. There are things right now that you may be experiencing. You have to do some stripping away. You have to strip some negative thought from your mind state to allow you to live in a divine state. And it's just a swap. Instead of thinking this, I'm going to think that. You can't try to quit something. You can't try to get rid of a bad habit and just not do anything. I'm just going to just not do this bad habit anymore, and that's enough. No. If you replace a bad habit with a good habit, that's a sure way to win. In fact, that's the only way to win. You have to take good habits and make them your slave. All right. And we don't do the whole slavery thing over here. You know, we don't do slaves over here and whatnot. But you have to take good habits and you have to make them your slave. All right. I'm looking at that book from a whole different angle now. All right. But anyway, we ain't nobody's slave. All right. But you have to take good habits and basically make them your slave. You have to take a good habit and you have to make your life revolve around good habits. You have to make your life revolve around positive things. If you're trying to get rid of something, you can't not want to do this and not want to do that and just sit there, and when the temptation hits, you don't do anything to take your mind off of it. You don't do anything to take your spirit out of that spirit. You don't do anything to get your energy cleared or clean or your vision for yourself changed. You can see yourself different. If you have a problem, if you have an issue, if you have something about yourself you no longer wish or desire to be, you can use this thing called your mind and you can literally see yourself different. You can view yourself no longer as what you don't want for yourself or what you don't want to be. And you could, in your mind, you don't need Susie to see it. You don't need Betty to see it. You don't need Beth or Michael or John or James or Harry or Brian or Ruth or anybody. You don't need nobody to see what you see for yourself. In fact, keep it to yourself if you see it for yourself, especially if it's nothing that you can produce yet, or if it's nothing tangible. It's tangible in the thought world. It's tangible universally. Your thought, like you have universal power with divine connection to source to create the reality that you want. But this is what the Bible's talking about when it says you have to be planted by the rivers of water, right? You have to meditate on the word of the Lord day and night. You have to meditate on a positive word and make it your Lord day and night. You have to meditate on a positive word, a positive idea about yourself, and let that be God to you, and worship that positive image of yourself by seeing yourself as that. All right, there's a divine making power called source, and there's a making power that is constantly remaking you and your life over, right, by how you think about how your life is going to go and how you view how your life is going. You could turn a negative situation. You could turn a negative situation around for yourself right now by turning your thoughts around and turning your mind around. If you turn your mind around, you turn your thoughts around, it'll turn your life around, it'll turn your money around, it'll turn your relationships around, it'll turn your finances around. A lot of people have a lot of ugly thoughts about themselves. A lot of people have a bad self-image, how they view themselves, how they see themselves, how they see things working out for themselves. They tell themselves they'll never make it. They tell themselves things won't work out. They tell themselves that they're not the one, or they're not good enough, or creative enough, or skilled enough. You can develop whatever skills you want. You can acquire whatever skills you want. It's just, it takes time. You're not going to wake up and just poof, automatically be do and be able to have what you want, or you're not going to wake up and just be something when it takes time and effort to take yourself from nothing to something. You may not have skills. Don't see yourself as lame. You may be lame. Don't see yourself as lame. Pick up your bed and walk. All right? A lot of us have to pick up our bed and walk, but because we're afraid of what people may think, we're afraid of how people may view us, we're afraid of what your mom, your dad, your family, you're this one, you're that one, the neighbor, the cat, the dog, the rabbit, the frog. You're afraid of what somebody is going to say. Oh, look at you trying over there. You failed. That means you suck and you'll never make it. You're garbage. Throw it all away. Give up on that dream. And then that person's going to go back and do nothing but sit in the corner and point and find somebody else new to talk about because their life has no meaning, and they're trying to make it have some meaning by gossiping and talking and watching other people fail because they're too afraid to try. There are some people out there that are too afraid to try, and they feel that trying is dying, because if they're not flying after they're trying, they're dying. And a lot of people can't take that death. And what that death is an ego death. A lot of people can't take the ego death of thinking they're the sugar honey iced tea, and then realizing that, what they created tastes like doo-doo. Oh, that's garbage. Oh, that's trash. Oh, that's a piece of poo. Throw that out. They're afraid they're afraid of what other people may think of them. If you're going to be afraid of what somebody may think of you, be afraid of the thoughts that people aren't telling you. No one's going to tell you that no one's going to, unless they're, trying to make you feel like a failure. If you're a winner, if you're a failure, no one's going to tell you you're a failure. If you're a loser, no one is going to tell you that, unless they're trying to be an a-hole and drive it on home. If you're out here losing, no one's going to have to tell you you're a loser. They're just going to look at you. They may say it if that's their thing, if they need to put somebody else down, right? But that person's already a loser themselves. Nobody is going to really try to make you aware of the fact that you're not who you think you are if you don't even think you're anybody. People are just going to be okay with you. They're going to enjoy your company. They're going to want you around all the time. Because sometimes people really actually want to hang out with people because you make them feel better about themselves or their situations. Some of y'all need to revalue these friendships. Nothing wrong with having friends. Nothing wrong with being cool with people. But just evaluate it and make sure that people aren't using you for entertainment. All right? Make sure people aren't using you for entertainment. They love watching us. All right, that's because we're chosen. That's because God loves us. That's because everything is working out for us. That's because we choose not to stress. That's because we choose to do our best. That's because we don't hate ourselves. And some of us actually even hated ourselves. But something within us, we had so much belief. We had so much positive power. We heard the right thing. We said a prayer. We did something right. There was something that somebody said that sparked something within us to challenge that negative thinking. That's why videos like this are so important. You need to hear something like this to challenge that negative thought that you may have that's eating you up inside. Don't bury it under a rug. Don't act like it doesn't exist. Don't pretend it's not there. You have to keep it real with yourself. To thine own self be true. All right? All right? To thine own self be true. That's the last poet. Shout out to my dad. He taught me that. To thine own self be true. All right? You have to be true to yourself and keep it real with yourself with the stage that you are in life. Don't want to be something and think you are and not be it. People going to look at you crazy. All right? People are going to be looking at you like, where are your credentials at? It's so cold out here. You can put so much work into yourself that people will respect you without a college degree. They'll respect you because the amount of time and effort that you put into yourself. There are people who don't go to college that put more time and effort into an idea or into something that they want to be or do or have, and it's just them, and they're just too smart to be able to deal with it from a curriculum standpoint. They don't need a curriculum. They are the curriculum. The universe, God, whatever they believe inside themselves is leading them and directing them to, hey, read this, look at this, watch this. Listen to this person. You can take your life and make your life what you want it to be. But you can't go believing other people when they try to tell you the opposite just because they're very influential. You have to be the most influential voice in your mind, in your head. Don't let other people influence you if they're not, if what they're saying isn't congruent with where you want to be in life or where you view yourself. Don't listen to people who keep bringing up your past. You used to do this. Remember when you failed here. Remember this heartbreak there. Remember this loss there. You winning right now. What do you care about that for? You just doing good right there. You just got this. What do you care about what you had then? Oh man, that was a really good one. You should have never lost that. You just finally got something for yourself. Oh man, you were really doing it then. You still doing it now. Don't let people take you off your pivot, off your 1-2, off your square when you're doing you. Some people are okay with not being great. Some people are okay with having basic. Some people are okay. Some people are A-okay, right? Some people are A-okay with just whatever life throws at them, whatever life gives them. I mean, you got to be okay with whatever life throws at you, you know. But the thing is, if you want to stop catching hell, put down your catcher's mitt. Shout out to Frederick Eichencoder. If you want to stop catching hell, put your helmets down. Stop catching hell. Put your helmets down and stop catching hell. All right. Put your helmets down and stop catching hell. Yeah, you watching me? I'm watching you too. All right. It's legal. It's legal to look at people. All right. Anyway, right? Believing in yourself, taking that first thought and taking action on it is believing in yourself. If you have a thought to create this, if you have a thought to make that, if you have an idea to be this, if you have an idea to be that, don't allow time or worry or doubt to try to enter into your mind and try to make you think that there's something that God put on your spirit that you can't do. If you couldn't do it, God wouldn't put it on your spirit. Is God putting it on your spirit to be a brain surgeon? No. Okay. Well, what did he put on your spirit? Oh, he put on my spirit to make sweaters. He put on my spirit to make birthday cards. He put on my spirit to design sneakers. He put on my spirit to go create some jeans or make some shirts or put my fashion idea out there, put my book idea out there, or put this mixtape out there. Shout out to the Prince. Shout out to the Prince. He told me, Prince Williams. He said he's putting out a mixtape. I can't wait to hear it, my brother. All right. Shout out to you, sir. Shout out to all my subscribers who have hopes and dreams and that are infatuated with nice things because they just want to be successful. All right. 2 different songs, you know, DJ status right there. But they got goals, they got dreams, they're infatuated with nice things, they love money, it might seem that this is all they ever want to need. I got the song right. What's wrong with, if you don't love money, it won't love you, all right? In Ecclesiastes, I believe, it says, money is the answer to all things. All right, it's an old Irish proverb. Again, shout out to Frederick Eichencoder. He who does not have money He who does not have money will never have her. He who does not love money won't have her. That's the Irish proverb, y'all. Forgive me. He who does not love money won't have her. All right, you have to love money to be able to wake up and go get it every day, especially if you got some job that you're not, too fascinated with or too excited about. That's why when you're not at your crappy job, that sucks, all right? Because it sucks to not do what you want to do. Not to say your job is crappy, but if you can wake up and say, I want to do this and go do it, hey, you know what? That's actually the mindset to have, but I'm talking about you can't, you can go to McDonald's, you can't just go to your dream and be like, I want to do this. You actually can. And that's the weird part about it. I'm not gonna say you can't. I'll take that back. Just like you would go to McDonald's or some other place or this one or that one and knock up there and ask them for a job. Be courageous. That's what the Bible says, right? That's what God says. Be courageous. Go to an area, go to a place, go to that radio station, and go to that movie set. Go to that area where you know those people are at and apply for a job. Tell them you want to work. Keep going back until they get bothered with you, until they get annoyed with you, and they find they create a place for you. That guy job. Just give him a job. They'd be so tired of you coming back every day. I'm back. Gang stalk your dream. When it comes to your dream, I'm sorry. You got to be a gang stalker. Stalk that dream. All right. Don't stalk the people now. All right. But go to where those people are. Go to where that job is at, because you're not stalking anybody. You want to be successful. You're not going there to cause them stress, because after a point, it's going to be something that once you actually get what you want, once you actually get the reaction you want, you're only going to try to pursue more positive reactions. You're not pursuing negative reactions in the sake of trying to make somebody's heart explode or cause them a cardiac arrest, all right, or destroy them mentally. You're trying to put some money in their pocket because you got great ideas and you believe in yourself, and you know that there's something out there for you to do, because there's something out there for you to have, because you want to be successful. You want to be successful. There's nothing wrong with wanting success over stress. There's nothing wrong with choosing to do your best and allowing yourself to be blessed. If God's hands on you, that means you can bless yourself with the hands of two that he gave you. All right, God blesses you with his hands, through your hands, through the two hands that he gave you, and through hard work, God will bless you. So act out on those first ideas. All right, unless it's to go, drill somebody, or unless it's to go, ill somebody. Never act out on that thought unless you're in immediate danger and they're trying to ill you. All right. Don't let anybody try to ill you, and then you just don't. You know what? I'm not going to do anything ill back. You better do something ill back. They trying to do something ill to you. Hey, handle that. All right, but all right, don't act out on any thoughts and no. If it's not good, hell no. All right, but if it's a good thought and you have an idea in your brain and it's like something telling you to do something, it's probably a bag behind it. It's probably a blessing behind it. It's probably a big blessing behind it. But most people allow that negative mindset. They allow that negative soundtrack. They allow that negative soundtrack in their mind to overtake their positive thoughts, and it destroys God's plan for their life. It destroys God's blessing plan for their life. Because everybody is created, everybody was made, everybody was put here to do something special, and only a hater will tell you otherwise. Only a dream blocker, a blessing blocker, somebody who doesn't have a divine mind will tell you otherwise. All right, so when an idea pops into your head, you got a good feeling about it. It's to make this, it's to create that, it's to put this out into the world, it's to do something special, it's to inspire millions of people. Like we do on this channel, we inspire millions of people on this channel. I have over 3 million plus views and growing. 20, 50, 100,000 something subscribers and growing. 1 billion subscribers and growing. You look at my channel, it says 1B on there. Holla at your guala. All right. I'm talking that stuff, man. I'm talking that stuff. All right. Anyway. Anyway. Find a way to enjoy yourself. Find a way to do what's right. Find a way to be a positive person, right, to yourself. And in that way, you could be that way to everybody else. Your neighbor is not the person that lives next door to you. Your neighbor is yourself. Your neighbor is yourself. They send these people out I know that's for sure. They definitely it's something with that. You know, maybe they just ride those at the park. They probably just ride those at the park. I'm not gonna think that. Let me reverse that. We not gonna. You can't think like that. That's just a little, little PTSD. All right, but anyway, on a positive tip, stay on a positive tip. All right, your thoughts are very powerful, but what they are doing is they about to start these lawnmowers over here. Either that's the whatchamacallit, that's the street sweeper. Mr. Street Sweeper. I had to sit over here because they're trying to do some things as far as these noise campaigns. And when you're trying to speak some positive truths out in the world, there might be some noise campaigns happening. You know, there might be some people who want to stop that. All right, but they'll never stop this. All right, so you have a positive idea and you want to act out on it. You acting out on that positive idea and going with your first thought, not the second thought. That's why Michael Jackson said, "Don't think twice. Remember to always think twice. Don't think twice. Ow. Remember to always think twice. Don't think twice." He said, remember to always think twice, don't think twice. That's you know? So, don't think twice. Go with that first thought. Go with your first thought. All right? Because that first thought is not the worst thought. All right? That first thought is the thought that's going to help you create something. Even if you fail, right? Even if you fail, you will become hungry for a win. You will become hungry for a success. So fail your way to success. It's okay to fail. I'd rather fail. I'd rather be laughed at, talked about, rumors spread on, lies spread on. People try to bring me down for trying to be up and work my way up, than just have that happen and on top of it believe everything that they're saying and put myself down. Trigger, please. Tree grow, please. So, believe in that first thought. Act on that first thought. Know that it can happen for you. I mean, you have to believe in yourself so much. You got to be like that child that just hurt themselves. And shout out to you. There's some child that heard that song by R. Kelly, "I Believe I Could Fly," and that child believed that it could fly, and it broke something. All right, and that's blind faith, and that faith and that belief is going to transfer in other places into that child's life. That child may be like, you know what, I couldn't do this, but what can I do? And that's another thing. Look at yourself where you're at and do something different. Oh, I'm not this, so there's nothing I can do. Or, oh, I'm not a millionaire, there's nothing I can do. Learn what millionaires do. Research what successful people do. Research what people who are rich do. And figure out a way to find a system within a system to do something that you can do to mirror or mimic some of the things on your own level. Right? So that way you can outsmart and outwit the devil. Okay? So thank you for watching this video. Pound the like button, pound the share button, and don't forget to subscribe for more powerful and motivational videos like this one. And if this video touched you in a special place in your mind, hit that like button, hit the share button. Don't forget to subscribe, and hype me up, y'all. Hype up this video. All right, yo, hit that like button and hit that hype button. All right, hype this up, y'all. Hype it up. I will see each and every one of you all in the next video. All right. And if you'd love to show some support to my channel, my Cash App and my PayPal are in the description. All right. Send me some love, send me some peace, some positivity, and also book a session with me. All right. If you have anything you'd like to discuss, if you have something that you're going through, if you have a mental block, I'm here to help you grow past it. All right. I'll see you in the next video. Peace. We out.